Okay, good. All right, well, Coach, tournament time, and I guess you guys got to wait to see who you're going to play, but either going to be George Mason or Fordham, and I guess at this point it's just, you take every game one game at a time and don't worry so much about the opponent.
Yeah, it's kind of irrelevant. It's kind of a new season. It's a fresh start for everybody, and once you go to a conference tournament, there's a championship on the line, and everyone's going there to advance and stay as long as they can. And the one thing we're really focused on this week is going to be not only ourselves, but it's going to be that word advance. We have got to find a way to continue to play well and win. And at this time of year, you want to be playing as deep into March as you can.
I know momentum doesn't win championships, players do, but certainly you guys are on a nice roll, and that has to have this team's confidence up pretty good.
Yeah, I think we have confidence in how we do things. I think we've been very consistent over the course of the last month and a half, and I think we've had some really good wins under our belt that's given us confidence to win a lot of different ways. We've been behind, we've been ahead, we've been on the road, and we've been home. So, I think as we go into this neutral setting, we're prepared.
The parity in college basketball this year just seems unbelievable, and I guess that would be the case, in the Atlantic 10. I mean, there's some teams that have better records, but really anybody can beat anybody on a given night.
Yeah, I think the league has pretty much demonstrated, that it's one of the strongest conferences in the country, and after going through it for the whole year, it's been a heck of a grind, and you watch a lot of teams get better. And I think just, coming out today, I think we have 6 teams in the top 50 of the RPI, and I look at some of the teams that are seated a little bit lower in the conference tournament and how they're playing right now. You don't want to play them. So it should be a really, really fun event. I think that the teams that are playing, for high stakes right now are going to give their best effort, and I think you're going to get an unbelievable event.
These rapid-fire games now in tournament time, this is where a deep bench really can come into play.
Yeah, this is where having a lot of different guys obviously could propel you over the course of a long period of time. It was like when we went to Maui to play 3 games in 3 days, had a lot of different guys get in different situations and play well, and I think that's really helped us over the course of the season. We couldn't get to where we got to today if it weren't for the total collective group of all of our guys. So, going into Brooklyn, we're going to have everybody ready, and I think the big thing is everyone's got to be motivated to play.
You're on a neutral court, but the nice thing is Flyer Nation travels pretty well. You're going to probably have a pretty good crowd of Flyer faithful there.
Yeah, usually when we get involved in any type of traveling, I'll be surprised if we don't have the most fans there, that's a great thing to be a player here and a coach here, is that every time you hit the road or anytime you hit one of these events, you're going to be supported, and it's going to be a fun environment.
And then finally for you, I know you're locked in, you got a job to do, get your team ready, but are you able to enjoy just this time of year? March is like the best time of year.
No, I don't think any coach enjoys, and maybe some do, I don't know. I think it's very difficult to enjoy this time of year when there's so much on the line, and your concentration is just so entrenched in having your players kind of ready to go and be consumed with the moment. I want our players to enjoy this time of year because they've really earned the right to do that. But we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot more ball to play, hopefully, and I think the one thing that motivates us right now is to try to get a postseason win.
It's cool to take some of the drama out of Sunday.
What's
the
that?
Selection process on Sunday, kind of take some of the drama out of it.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think everybody would like to feel comfortable on that day to enjoy it. Right now I feel like we've done a significant amount of work throughout the body of the course of the season. Our body of work really represents us well, stacks up well against a lot of other teams that are comparable in the conversation, so to speak. But if you focus on the NCAA tournament or Selection Sunday, then you probably aren't going to do real well on Thursday. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to work hard these first 2 days in practice. We're going to travel, and we'll back down a little bit, and we're going to figure out who we play, sooner rather than later, and that's just going to be our deal. We have to be ready to take the floor on Thursday.